What's up guys, this is Chris, back with another video. Hey, we got the Barnacle covered reel. If you guys haven't seen the video of me finding this here treasure at a boat ramp, make sure you go check it out in the description box below. Today's video is gonna be the start to the series of restoring this spinning reel. So I estimate that this reel was probably in the salt water for anywhere from 4 to 6 months. Josh actually says that it was probably around 3 months, and if you don't know who Josh is, he's my buddy. Go check out his channel, link will be in the description. But as you can see, it's completely covered in barnacles, so it was obviously in the water for quite some time. Go ahead and take a closer look. Alright, so now that you saw it up close, you can really appreciate that this reel is completely covered in barnacles. So I took some of y'all's advice. Some of you guys said to actually put it in vinegar, and I did do a little bit of my own research, of course, and it comes to find out that barnacles have a chemical reaction with vinegar. That's what a lot of seashell enthusiasts use to clean up their shells to make them presentable for, you know, the home or for whatever they want them for. So we're gonna go ahead and soak this guy in some vinegar. But first things first, we got to get it off the rod. The rod's completely useless, so let's get started. All right, so here I got a lot of the things laid out that I'm going to be using today. One thing that is missing is an actual pressure washer, but we'll get to that later. So I went ahead and sprayed this reel seat with actually what I put on it was some reel butter. I didn't have any WD-40, so any type of lubricant. I went ahead and put some reel butter all over the inside of this reel seat. So let's try and get it off of here. Oh wow, that actually worked really well. So I tried to get this off earlier, and it didn't come off at all. Like, this thing wasn't budging. I'm actually really shocked. That's pretty crazy. I came right off. I just wanted to use some WD-40, so that worked. So we can go ahead and throw that away, and now we got a reel that is free, so we can actually soak it in the vinegar. So while we got the reel off the rod, I'm gonna go ahead and try and move it a little bit. As you see, it's really not moving, and it starts to move, but I don't want to actually like strip it or anything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stop. Or aesthetically, it looks horrible. So let's go ahead, let's get this bucket. And what I'm gonna do is, in this video, we're just really trying to make the reel look really presentable, so eventually we can break it down and get into the internals. So let's go ahead. This is a brand new thing of vinegar. I'm gonna go ahead, fill this up. All right, so we got that all filled up with our vinegar, and we're gonna go ahead and just drop this bad boy in the bucket here for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so, and then we're probably gonna take like a pressure washer to it, and then maybe a toothbrush and some degreaser of some form to really polish it up. But let's go ahead and drop this in the vinegar, see if we get some sort of chemical reaction right away. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Actually, we are getting a chemical reaction right away. You guys see that? Here, I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer. So as you should be able to see now, we are getting bubbles all over this reel here. It's just bubbling like crazy. So it's really starting to break down and hopefully loosen these barnacles. So like I said, I'm probably gonna leave that soaking for probably about 30-40 minutes. All right guys, so the reel's been sitting in the vinegar for probably about 40 minutes or so. I'm gonna take the screwdriver here. I was planning on using the screwdriver for the rod, but I'm gonna take it and try and poke some of these barnacles off, see if they're loose at all. They're coming off a little bit. Some of them pop right off, others are a little bit more stuck. Oh, there we go. So you guys probably can't see that too well, but they are coming off. Oh, look at that. I can scrape right in there, get all that gunk out of the spool. That's probably what's keeping it really from turning. But there's no doubt that the barnacles are way looser. Let's go ahead and try the top of the spool here. Dig some of those out of there. Look at that. Uh-oh, the spool turns a little bit. Oh, y'all hear that? Listen to that. That's the spool turning. Let me take it out here. Look at that. Spool turns pretty nicely. I can take this off. Let's go ahead and take this off. See what we're dealing with on the inside. If it'll even come up. Oh, it's coming up. Dang, check that out, guys. I don't know if you can see that. It's clean in there, like really clean. Let's see if we can get this spool off. Ooh, pops right off. Check that out. Probably can't see too well. Probably dark. Drop that in there. There we go. Oh, check that out, guys. That thing reels right away. It reels right away. It's smooth. That is freaking awesome. I'm not even, look at that. We practically already have a functioning reel. All right, guys, I am freaking stoked right now. Watch this, check this out. We could get that much movement out of this reel. There's no way that it was in the water for 6 to 8 months. I may have been way off on my projections. Bail flips over, you actually get a click from it too. Look at that, she spins. That much movement, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Reel definitely isn't seized, and once we get off these barnacles, we're gonna have something to work with to clean. All right, guys, so it's been about 2 hours since the barnacle reel has been sitting in the vinegar. It looks way cleaner already. I can't wait to see what it looks like after I take the pressure washer to it. As you saw, it did actually turn. The only thing from keeping the spool from going all the way around are the barnacles that are blocking it there. So we're gonna go ahead and take the gas pressure washer, spray it off real lightly. I don't want to destroy the paint or anything else on the reel, so I'm gonna actually put it on its lowest setting, hold the gun pretty far away, and try and get the rest of the barnacles off. Let's see how she works. Alright, so as we scrape these crustaceans off, we want to be careful not to cut our actual hand on the barnacles. These things can be extremely sharp. I actually just nicked myself with one of the ones on the handle here. So we're just going to town trying to get a lot of these excess barnacles off that the pressure washer didn't actually remove. And they seem to be coming off really easy. Once I'm done here, actually I'm going to take this microfiber here, wipe her down, see what we're working with. Probably should wear gloves or use some towel so you don't scratch yourself. Let's go ahead and take the spool off. That's where a lot of them seem to be, especially under the spool here. They're really coming right off. Probably gonna have to soak it in vinegar one more time before it looks appealing to the eye. Alright, so now we got the reel, or the spool, looking pretty good. So I'm gonna take it, here's my bucket, if you will, of vinegar. We're gonna go ahead and drop it back in there. As you guys should be able to tell, we actually still get a bit of a chemical reaction there. That looks a little bit better. So let's drop that in there and let it soak for probably another 20-30 minutes. And it's already looking that much better. We'll take the spool out and look at that. It's actually really coming out pretty nicely. So let's lay our vinegar aside. We'll first just take my microfiber and dry it off, but really kind of scrub with my microfiber. Try and get some of those barnacles to just kind of snap off there. And then we'll do the same to our reel. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button to see more content on this Shimano Baitrunner. Now I got a little concoction I mixed up. It's actually some dish soap, which is really abrasive, and then some hydrogen peroxide. So I'm just gonna take it. Well, we'll start with the spool first because the spool should actually clean up a lot better. So we'll take it. We'll just start scrubbing our reel, or the spool. All right guys, so just like that, we got the Shimano Baitrunner all cleaned up. The key to the success was absolutely the vinegar. The vinegar loosened up all those barnacles, the chemical reaction that happened on this reel. It really loosened them up. Then we went over to the pressure washer, sprayed off any of the barnacles that would just come off like that. Then what we had to do was take that that flathead and really scrape off every single barnacle that we could. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I spent a solid 20 to 30 minutes just scraping off every single barnacle that I could. And then we got the mixture of the hydrogen peroxide and the dish soap to really clean up the appearance of the reel and then take off any excess barnacles. And I went into all the details, all the cracks and crevices, and you know, got in there with that toothbrush, hydrogen peroxide and soap, and cleaned it all up. So as you guys see, I mean, she's clean. She just needs, you know, maybe a little bit of grease. We got a fully functional reel here though, so it actually doesn't look too bad. For however long it was in the water, it does not look too bad. Now, one of the worst parts of the reel I can see is actually up here on the bail. This is completely corroded where the roller bearing is, so I might have to actually switch that out before we could line it up and use it. But hey, what do you guys want to see? You guys want to see more restoration videos on this reel? You want me to go inside the internals and replace some things and really clean up inside there, maybe replace some of the drag system? Leave a comment down below. I want to know. Or do you guys just want to see me line this up and go and try and catch a fish? Like I said, I might have to replace that roller bearing. It does not look very promising there, but I'm more interested in what you guys want to see. But hey, if you enjoy content like this, make sure you subscribe to the page for more. Leave a like, it really helps a brother out, and comment down below. All right guys, peace.